JP and Sahil felt the same thing, Shravan. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense, because when we play a character, we try to kind of keep it away from who you are as a person. But this particular character, JP, uh, it kind of started affecting me as a person. And I'm not in the habit of saying that, oh, I became the character, oh, I got lost in the character. But when I say this, what I mean is that JP actually a lot of good things. Uh, when you act out something, perform something, you also start believing that, oh wait, if I'm able to perform it, maybe I should be able to inculcate that in my life. So yeah, after the 14th, uh, I felt like JP. I felt like JP was feeling at the podium in the church when he was saying those things. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to lose my eyesight, but everything else, I just felt as if it came out from Sahil Vaid. It was almost as if Sahil Vaid was saying that about Sushant Singh Rajput. I've been seeing things very, very in a very from a very aerial perspective, from a very eye view kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And there are many things I still have to draw conclusions towards. I'm not believing everything I'm seeing. I'm not trusting whatever I'm hearing. I am actually just listening right now.
That's true.
And I think that's a great change in me as a person who has been so restless all his life. There was this video about paranormal activity and spirits and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, the man was a man of science. We all knew him. You know, when we spoke about Sushant, we knew how intelligent he was. He was educated. If he would hear something like this, he would be like, "Kya bakwas hai yaar? Don't listen to all that." You know, think of what Sushant would say in a situation like this. Have proof. Bring proof. Have hard backing to what you're saying. I mean, today I opened the internet. I want to watch something on YouTube. It's filled up with Aaj ye pata laga, today we found this. Bring proof. You're messing with my head. If I was Sahil Vaid from 2 years ago, I would be going wild on Twitter. I would be going wild on Instagram. I would be typing. I would be doing that. And then someday I would feel guilty. Whatever I typed and whatever I said on the internet was probably proven wrong. So I'm not doing that. Like I told you, I've become very calm. I've become very composed. And now I'm listening. I'm actually listening. I want to know from the proper authorities, so to speak, what is true and what is not. And then I will start drawing my conclusion, because this is no time for drawing conclusions and creating conspiracy theories, correct? This is the time to, one, pay tribute to Sushant, and two, celebrate his he was a winner.
Sure.
We all agree with that. He was a winner. Sure. He came from nowhere. And you remember that Russell Crowe Oscar speech?
Yes.
It doesn't matter where you're from. Just know that it's possible. He was that speech. He was that speech personified, walking in Russell Crowe's speech. He would be there and everybody, be it outsiders or insiders, they would look at him and they would say, it's possible. Because he built himself. I remember my mother called me and said, trailer dekha beta, bahut acha hai. And I did not have the excitement. Received phone calls from my mother when the trailer for Humpty came out or the trailer for Badri came out. I did not have the same excitement as when I said, "Theek hai ma, thank you." I just said this. After watching the film, after spending so much time with the film, I've watched it multiple times.
Yes.
I never thought this film was going to get so much love, so much attention. But then I sat and I realized that all of this attention is for Sushant. All of this love is for Sushant. It is because suddenly people were curious about what happened, why, and they wanted to give Sushant a send off. There was this huge cry about why is this film not releasing in the theater, and when it did release on the OTT platform, people still shout, which excites me to a level. I mean, it's a matter of degree. How excited are you? I wouldn't say. Generally, actors are always like, "Hey, my performance. Look at my performance. I'm great in the film." You know. This time around, yeah, look at Sushant. This is for him because I don't care what I look like in the film. I don't even care what people say about my performance. There was a time in this film I was very excited about certain scenes, the wing sequence or the cancer meeting sequence, or even the eulogy. The eulogy scene was, I was dying to do that. I was dying to shoot that scene. I wanted to shoot it, but that was one of the last scenes we shot, and I'm glad that we shot it last because we had already developed a relationship with each other as actors and as characters. So that scene actually worked beautifully in our heads and now for the audience. But that excitement somehow went away on the 14th of June. After the 14th of June, every day I kept thinking about scenes, wait, that scene meant this scene meant that. And right up until I think around the trailer came, I kept thinking how surreal it's going to be. It's almost as if, in my head, I'm thinking it's almost as if Sushant knew.
Yeah.
It's almost as if he knew this was happening, this was going to happen. And look at his performance. It's almost as if JP is not talking to Manny. It's almost as if Sahil is talking to Sushant. It's almost as if Sanjana is speaking to Sushant. And there is such a parallel that gets created.
Yeah.
It's spooky. I won't lie to you. But I wouldn't rather feel anything else, or I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. I'm glad I got to work with him. I'm glad I got to do this film. One, because of the first reason I told you, how JP changed me as a person. Two, I was thinking this was my first with Sushant, and we created that nice, sweet little chemistry going on.
Yeah.
But I never thought it would be my. So. There was this message I got on Instagram the other day saying, Sahil bhaiya, reply de do. ऐसा लगेगा सुशांत ने reply कर दिया. That filled me up, man. And I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk to everyone. I'm replying to every message I'm getting about Dil Bechara, message I'm getting about Sushant. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. I'm saying thank you. I'm just saying don't. He's around and stuff like that. All his fans, they're lovely people. If they find comfort with a message, why not? I mean, it's not me, my life, or it's not costing me anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and speak to them as much as possible. Yeah. Right? There are people out there saying they were treated. I respect their opinion. I respect their voice, because if they're saying it, I'm sure something must have happened and they must have felt something like that, and they never got an opportunity to talk to the person who treated them unfairly and set the record straight. If you ask for purely my opinion, you've seen the films I've done. You've seen the people I've worked with. I've worked with Alia. I've worked with Varun. I've worked with Dharma, and I've
I've worked with Ritesh, I've worked with Vivek Oberoi, and I've worked with all these people, and I never for once felt that somebody is trying to cut me off, somebody is trying to, uh, treat me unfairly. Maybe I've been lucky, maybe I'm blind, maybe I don't see what's happening, but I haven't seen all of this. I haven't seen when it started happening, all these acquisitions started happening. I felt very scared. I was like, yeah, wait, is this true? Just some really close assistant director friends. I really messaged some actor friends and I asked them, they're like, do you think it's true? And most of them, in fact, all of them, told me, Sahil, just focus on your work. Because at the end of the day, it's your work that matters. And if the audience accepts you, nobody can stop you. Everybody would want to work with you because think about this. Then I drew this logic. After hearing Mr. Anurag Kashyap's interview, a recent interview, he said nepotism can affect you at the beginning of your career for sure. Nepotism exists. Is it evil? No, I don't think so. Because Anurag Kashyap said that it can affect you at the beginning of your career, not when you're established. How do you get established? It might take you more effort than say a Varun or an Alia who come from star families, because they've grown up with films and their parents are already filmmakers. My dad was a hardware wholesale dealer. For me to go follow my dreams, it required a little more work, because who am I? What's my credibility? Can these filmmakers trust me? Can these filmmakers bank on me? It takes time for you to establish that confidence in the market about yourself, so that even these filmmakers, they put so much money every day. One day of shoot is so expensive. You know that. You know how much money goes into making a film. What happens if I don't make it to set tomorrow? I just disappear. Then a lot of money is wasted. So that is also why unknown people, where are they going to find me? Who's my father? What's my... Who knows anything about me? So it takes a while for me to create that trust about myself. That, okay, this is Sahil Vaid. He's done a couple of movies and now he has something to lose. We can bank on him. We can put money on him. He is someone who's a serious actor. He cares about how his career shapes up. So he's not going to mess up. Do it intentionally. So if you think like that, and if you're humble through your career and you take it seriously, why wouldn't someone not want to work with you, man? I mean, at the end of the day, it also matters how you do. You better be good, because there are a lot of actors out there who would give anything to. And if you're good constantly, if you give them something new every time you go out there, do a film, people watch that film and they eventually, I'm hoping that someday they'll realize that I don't fail as an actor, at least.
Sure.
If you give me a part, I do it honestly. So when they realize that, they keep giving you work. So that's my opinion on nepotism as far as current times are concerned.